recording. I know, but we're recording.
I know, but like, quiet.
I know, but we're recording. It's like something's happening. What's up, everybody?
Oh, it does say that. Hey-o!
Got a little bit of lag, I think. A little bit of lag.
Do it again?
No, you don't have to do that again. There's no need to do it twice.
What?
Once was enough.
Do it 3 times?
Once is enough.
But
You're gonna knock into the tea, and then it's gonna be a hot tea on you, and you'll be sad.
It'll be the Boston Tea
I'm Judge
Party.
James.
I'm Judge Evie.
Living for Crits is here. We're back. It's Sunday. And I've decided to, instead of wearing a hat tonight, just let this thing...
Oh, yeah, we do need a hat for 7th grade.
No, I've just decided to let my hair go for the full Christopher Lloyd.
No.
It's
very long.
This is my hair. So we got Keith here. That's Mutazoid. And we have Flowers with Anxiety. Now, so if we know you outside of Twitch, let us know who you are. Or don't. Just be Flowers. That's fine, too. But otherwise, this is us. Here we are.
It's really long.
So if this is your first time, it's not that long. You know what it is? Look, here's the deal. I can't find a place that I like to get my hair cut out here that just does normal hair cutting. Like, I just want someone to take clippers and use a different length on the top than they do on the sides, and then to not buzz it, but cut it real short.
Not real short. When it's really short.
No, I want it pretty short. But everyone, why are you grunting?
It's
but
not
everyone
good
here
real
wants to
short.
use just scissors, because Jen keeps sending me to like a salon, and they want to like use scissors on my hair, and then they leave all this stuff up front. I guess to comb it back, because I have again like this. Ugh.
I have bald spots too.
No, but mine is from being old.
I'm old.
You have what's just called a hairline.
No, but it goes like, and I put my hand to a tight ponytail, it's like, whew.
Alright, Keith's got shaving cream and blades. I do want to just zzz,
No.
zzz,
No.
whole thing.
No.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
Not like I don't know, not just shave
I
it
know
off,
who
just
Flowers
buzz
with
it.
Anxiety is. It's Gracie.
How do you know that?
Because I told her to watch it, and she said I was an adult, so she knows it's me.
Oh. Man, now it's really looking weird. Okay, I can't fix this.
It
We're
is
just going to
Gracie,
go
right?
with it.
Yeah, because John's
All right, here
playing
we go.
D&D right now.
Oh.
Traitor.
Oh. That's right. One of our regular players in our DCC games is playing D&D 5th edition.
No, he's not playing it. He's running it.
He's running. He's DMing 5th edition right now.
Ew. DMing. He said he's going to convert them to DCC, though.
I don't know. Shannon's here, and he's crumbling to dust. Look at that.
He is a traitor.
We're getting close to 50 followers here on Twitch. That's pretty cool. There was some discussion last week of what our fans would be called, all 42 of you. And I think Evirinos was one of the...
What?
Evirinos.
What's that even mean?
Like, never mind. We couldn't do Critters because that was
so
taken by
cool.
a big channel. Like the Critical Role people. So we're small potatoes. We're the smallest of potatoes. We can't do Critters. Not allowed.
I want
Evirinos. Yeah, that was Keith's. I like that one a lot. Although it really does leave me out. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm the one that like makes sure that there's decent show notes every week. The Jimerinos. We'll have I'm sure you'll have more fans than I will. I will apologize now to Judge Evie that I keep burping up dinner. Ew. I made something. I don't know what it was. It was like a cabbage and potato soup thing.
The D&D guys took Critters?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just not right.
I was going to say, according to the show notes, I was going to say that my next Twitch channel will be an all-vegetarian cooking channel. I will have 1 trillion followers on it because everyone wants to watch. Twitch is known for its vegetarian cooking shows.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Judge Evie Presides. We have 2 questions that came from us guilt-tripping people on Facebook for questions. So that's a good idea. It works with 9 minutes left.
I was sitting in my room at my new desk, and they were like, do you have any questions? And I checked, and no one sent any questions.
You can always send questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com. But for tonight, we have 2 questions here. We have one from Richard Magnelli, and who we used to play with at Phantom of the Attic in Pittsburgh.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Which one's he?
How about these? Thoughts on the low life setting for Savage Worlds. Also, thoughts about running an RPG based on tabloid newspapers.
What's a tabloid newspaper?
A tabloid newspaper is the newspapers in the grocery store that say, like, aliens take Manhattan.
So
Or
grandma gets?
She gets those?
She goes to Sheets and gets newspapers.
I don't think... No, she does not get those newspapers. These are the ones that have fake news story. Like Oprah is an alien. Do you remember Low Life? Didn't I sell you Low Life? I think it was a setting I think I sold to you. So my overall opinion on Low Life is it's a bit too gonzo for me. It's like you play as like a piece of poop, like or a Twinkie man that name a Cream Fillion. Or you're something that really isn't anything, so you're a tisn't. You're tisn't this or tisn't that. So, anyway. Alright, so we got some comments here. I'm the parent, we always get left out. Yeah, that's a good point.
Pardon what?
Shannon said that. And then, for mine, Shannon's going back and forth with this is fun. A friend from my school days going back and forth with a friend from your school days. Anyway, the other part is a RPG based on tabloid newspapers. That'd be kind of fun just to pick up a tabloid and just, that is your adventure tonight, don't you think?
Oh, that's what they meant.
Yes.
Like Oprah is an alien. And then, like, Oprah is the alien. Like,
I don't think you still get what it means. We're moving on to the next question, which will be a fun one, too. Brian Kurtz asks...
Can I read it?
Yes.
Wait, why did you read the last one?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I don't know if this is the kind of thing you want, but I am cooking up a bad guy took a MacGuffin adventure. What makes for a good MacGuffin and motivation to find the MacGuffin? What makes a game with a structure like that memorable? What?
So, Judge Evie, what's a MacGuffin?
I don't know. You looked it up. I don't know what
I looked
it was.
up. Well, I just wanted to make sure it was
saw
what I
a
thought it
pot.
was, which it is. But what
do you think it was?
Is a MacGuffin?
Because you told me to close my eyes.
Keith says this is a McMuffin.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, I think you need to answer the question.
I don't understand the question.
Answer the question the best that you can.
Cooking up a bad guy took a McMuffin. I'm gonna say it's McMuffin.
Okay.
So the bad guy stole like a robbery. So wait, what makes for a good MacGuffin? A McMuffin makes for a good MacGuffin. They sound the same, gotta be the same thing. And motivation to find the McMuffin, well, someone took it, so you gotta find it, and so you can help the other guy. So it's like a McDonald's worker was making McMuffins, and then that no good guy that like once the deals came in and stole the McMuffin. And you gotta get it back.
You got that?
Otherwise, if you get it back, you'll get free McDonald's for life.
All right, I'm gonna take you to the actual. First off, I think Brian spelled it wrong because he spelled McGuffin instead of MacGuffin. So here is a MacGuffin, okay? So it is, according to the dictionary, an object or device in a movie or book that serves merely as a trigger for the plot. So it's something that happens or something that's in your game for no other purpose than to pull the plot forward, you know? So like let's say there was a
McDonald's worker.
Let's say there was an enchanted McMuffin sandwich that bestowed great power upon people. But you never really clearly discuss what the power was. You're never going to deal with the power in the game. It's just there to pull the plot forward about people looking for this McMuffin sandwich. That McMuffin sandwich is a MacGuffin.
But maybe it could be like your adventure could be like McDonald's is on the one side and Burger King's on the other side. And it's like a SpongeBob story where the one has the McMuffin, the magic one, and Burger King's like, I want that freaking McMuffin, like a plankton and crabs thing.
This is pretty.
Like,
this is a decent McGuffin.
McMuffin. Wait, I gotta think of the name.
So what makes for a good McGuffin? What makes for a good McMuffin and a good McGuffin? Like I personally like my McMuffins without any kind of
meat
on them, but I do like to put my hash brown on it.
You can do that?
Yeah.
That
You
sounds
can just
awesome.
open it up and put the hash brown on it.
Yeah, you gotta have a hash brown.
As to a good MacGuffin,
And
I like to make sure any MacGuffins in my games actually can do something. So I would want that McMuffin to have actual powers and attributes and not just be something there for just the plot. Which I guess un-McGuffins the McMuffin.
I'm so confused right now. Let's just move on.
Speaking of MacGuffins, my shirt is baconing, like bacon
What?
neck. I have the bacon neck going on.
It's a bacon neck?
Yeah.
What's a bacon neck?
It's like, I don't know, it's like the shirt's all at the edge. This is an old shirt. This is my old
It looks like Mama
Channel
Mia.
4 News Team Assemble shirt from Anchorman. Anyway.
My shirt's the
Yes,
space
look at that.
color.
Shannon makes a good point. The Krabby Patty formula would be a good MacGuffin because it's only a story. It's only important because it's important in to that crab dude.
Mr. Krabs.
Yes. There's no other point
my
to that.
God.
So, there we go. I mean, I think it answers the question somewhat, or it doesn't. Keith, I know I'm even lost. I know what a MacGuffin is. So, and he spelled it right. All right,
She's
on to
never
the
seen
plot of the
stuff.
show. Our MacGuffin tonight is PAX Unplugged.
Oh wait, is that mean it's like?
No, it just
The
don't want to.
base?
No, it really is PAX Unplugged.
I know, but like, so would Matt PAX Unplugged be like the base of it?
No,
So
let's
it'll
just
be like
talk about PAX Unplugged and
Oh.
stop worrying about McMuffins, okay?
MacGuffins.
PAX Unplugged is our local Philadelphia gaming convention that's going to be in December, the 6th, Friday the 6th through Sunday the 8th.
And we're gonna skip school to go.
You are not skipping
Yes,
school
we
again.
are.
No, you're not. You're going to
Yes,
go on
we
Saturday
are.
and Sunday.
I wanna go on Friday too.
No.
Can you just pick us up after school and we can go for the night too?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't.
You just want to be by yourself with mom.
Yes. We thought that we would share some tips for this convention, given this is our second time there. We have one special event scheduled so far for the convention. And for folks who are coming into PAX Unplugged and maybe have never been to Philadelphia or aren't used to this, haven't been to this convention, we'll toss out some, I don't know, some tidbits to help with this. I know Shannon is coming for the first time. So what's the eyeballs for?
I don't know. Because I could do them.
So let's compare this to Gen Con. Judge
Not
Evie,
the same.
tell us the difference between Philadelphia compared to Indianapolis.
Okay, so Philadelphia has Wawa. And it's a lot different. Wait, are we just comparing the conventions like the city?
The city. The
Okay.
downtown Philadelphia experience compared to downtown Indianapolis.
So, downtown Philadelphia has, like, I feel like it's darker.
Because
Maybe-
there's a lot more buildings and, yeah, I mean, there's actually, like, there's no light gets down. It's kind of grimy.
Like, yeah, it's a lot darker, and there's Wawas, like, everywhere. I don't know why.
All right, so what we know so far is that Philadelphia is a shadowy realm full of Wawas. All right, so if you've been to Gen Con, I think what she's trying to say here is that Philadelphia is a bit grimier. It is a more active city. It is more of a city. It's not. It's like it's I don't know. It's a northeast city, a northeast corridor city. So it's busy. It's bustling. There's a lot of buildings. It is easy to get lost if you're driving around. You're not used to it down there.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't know. The buildings do block the light, I guess. But that side of town, someone said Philly is purgatory, confirmed. I'll compare this. Being that it's so busy, it's not just a city you can scoot into and scoot out of. So if you're driving into Philadelphia, you're looking, parking is going to be more expensive probably. And when you're coming in, it can take you. I know on my commute, I'm coming from like I-95 into downtown Philadelphia, and I have a half an hour drive just getting off of 95 into the center of the city to my office building. And I'm only 4 blocks, I think, from the convention center. Because at Philadelphia Convention Center is where it's at. Keith says, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Remember that? You
No.
wouldn't. That's okay. We've got a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air going on here.
Oh, Oh.
Will Smith, that's where he started.
Wait.
You don't know the song.
This
Never
is a
mind.
story all about how my life.
Oh, so you did the
turned
song.
upside down, and I want to take advantage of
Well, this is
it.
not in West
I'll be
Philadelphia.
in a town called Bel-Air.
This would be, going over towards West Philadelphia, have like the university districts and stuff. This is the convention center is sort of just east of Center City, and yeah, so that's where it's at. And it's parking's a mess. Public transportation is your friend. If you are because if you're getting a hotels there is nowhere near the number of hotels in downtown Philly that are close to the convention center that there are in Indianapolis for Gen Con. So you may be getting a hotel that's a little further outside of town, and to skip the parking, there is SEPTA. You can take the train in, and there is a station. I think it's Jefferson Station, I think, which is underneath the underneath Reading Terminal Market or near Reading Terminal Market. So, you can take the train in. That's an easy way in, and that runs pretty late. Plus, there's a lot of Ubers, so you can always Uber around Philadelphia. The convention does end, unlike Gen Con, which it runs all night. You can get into the building all night. We found out last year the hard way. You can get kicked out of PAX. We got kicked out Saturday night playing Cypher System with a game Charles Ryan was running when we were booted because it was 11:30. And at 11:30 they kick you out of the convention center.
Yeah. Well, you just go to Hard Rock and get meals.
Tom Fritzman makes a good point about Indy doesn't have enough of what? Hotels? Yeah, I think you're right. He mentions hotels. Not enough food options either. That's where Philly does kind of reign supreme here. But we'll get to that in a second.
Hey, I'm not awful at
I'm going to read some
ASMR.
comments here.
I'm not awful.
Flowers Anxiety says, when's PAX? And Shannon got 6 to 8th. That's cool. Shannon found a place in 15 minutes walking distance to the convention center. That's cool. If you got a place downtown. Keith's tempted to take a bus from Toronto overnight to watch Acquisitions Incorporated, and then back home on the night bus. You take a train down from Toronto? No, I guess the train runs to Montreal, doesn't it? I think there is an Amtrak to Montreal.
Isn't that like Brazil?
What?
Montreal's like in Brazil, right?
No. Montreal is not in Brazil.
It's in is it in Canada?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was like down below or something.
Number one,
across.
yes, it's in Canada. Number two, it's not near Toronto. It's in a whole other province. The Montreal in Brazil is a different Montreal.
But there is one near Brazil, right?
I'd like to just point out everyone to our local student in the gifted program here in Garnet Valley.
Wait, but there is a Montreal somewhere around the world, right?
I'm going to move on with some of the comments here that doesn't have to do with you not knowing how about geography.
Yeah, Montreal, Brazil.
There's no Montreal in Brazil, Evie.
Yeah, there is.
Shannon's asking when they normally post a schedule for events. I'm not
There
certain.
is no schedule. You walk in, you get in a big fat
Here's
line.
The thing. I believe it's going to be on November 15th when they're going to open it up.
There are no event schedules. You walk in, you get in this big fat line.
That's not. Listen.
And you sign up for events like that.
There is an app that they have where you can sign up for events.
They switched it this year?
There will be an app you can sign up for events at because our event is going to be using the app. Okay? He's looking for Montreal, Brazil. That's the next convention we're going to go to. We're going to have a big convention in Montreal, Brazil. So Brazil, you're thinking of another. You know what? You can't even. You actually even know someone from Brazil because Jonathan, who comes on occasionally, is from Brazil, but he's not from. Yeah, he's from Brazil, but he's not from Montreal. All right. So this is a good point to answer some questions about the way the events work because I was going to discuss restaurants next, but let's discuss events. It's different than Gen Con. In Gen Con, and even with some smaller cons, all the game events are posted well ahead of time. So ahead of the convention, you can sign up for all these different games. You can be, a Call of Cthulhu game here, a D&D game there, however you want to do it. They don't do that this way at PAX Unplugged. PAX Unplugged is more about the... What?
You gotta...
They do. It's just not...
No, never mind.
What?
I was trying to incorporate the thing in here.
They do have a sign up in the morning. That's like a paper-based sign up for RPGs. There are some rooms
Don't do
dedicated
that.
to different RPGs. Like there is a D&D room. There is a Pathfinder room. There is a World of Darkness room. So like Vampire the Masquerade. At least there was last year. I don't know what you're laughing at.
She agrees with me.
But the one thing PAX is known for, besides big events, so a lot of you can go watch Actors Incorporated do their engagements. You can go to different seminars. Those will be posted ahead of time. But the thing there is free play. There's a lot of areas to do free play and there's a big exhibitor hall. So you can go in and you're shopping, lots of demos going on at the tables. There's a big demo room for demos, and then there's these free play areas where you can just sign out a board game, sit down, and play.
Montevideo?
Montevideo? Uruguay. That's not what she was thinking of.
I thought it was Uruguay.
No, she's not thinking about that. It's not Uruguay. I am so ashamed of you. I need some more tea.
Hey, I have like an 100 in history class right now.
I know how you're failing. You're failing in life, though.
Well, we all knew that.
Anyway, I would the one thing with PAX that's different when with Gen Con or other cons is if you know people that are going and you want to play with them, you really, really, really want to connect with them before the convention to get some gaming together. In fact, if anyone from the show here wants to be in a game or whatever and hang out with us and game with us, email us, message us. We'll set some gaming time up. Again, yeah, dccjudgeevie@gmail.com. The other one that's available is Delval Savages, DELVAL Savages at gmail.com, because the one big event that we're doing, so PAX is sort of like becoming my Savage Worlds convention, and we have a local gaming group here called the Delaware Valley Savages. I've discussed them ad nauseum, right, at this point. And we are going to be hosting a huge Savage Saturday night with potentially as many as 10 to 16 GMs. We're still looking for a few more. We have room for up to 16. We're at 9 so far. GMs running Savage Worlds on Saturday night in our own room that can fit up to 19 tables of gaming. And it's just for us, just for Savage Worlds gaming from 6 to 10 p.m. And that should be a ton of fun. We are looking for GMs for that still. So if you're coming to PAX Unplugged and you're up for running Savage Worlds with us, Del Val Savages at well, I'm going to type it. I'm going to type it in here. Del Val Savages at gmail.com. So, why are you typing? Why are you typing? They know that. They don't know that.
In case they forgot, because no one sends questions.
There should be some really cool events, though, at the Savage Worlds thing, because I'm running a superhero Downton Abbey World War I spin-off game with an actual tea set for your bennies to go into. Yeah. And that's what I'm running. And someone's running Savage DuckTales. And someone's running like a Monster High School or Monster High School game. So there should be some cool games from the Savage Worlds crew. So again, email me. If you just want to play in it, email me. But how that event will work is on November 15th, you can sign up for that event. And that's going to be through the PAX app, which I've never seen before, but I'm told it's going to work. So the last thing about PAX we'll discuss here is food.
We're going to do it. Me.
You?
Hello?
Oh, well, what are you doing? Okay,
let me tell
I want to discuss food.
But I want to discuss myself.
What are you doing at PAX?
Let me tell the 8th grader what we're doing at PAX. We don't have a hat, so we're going to find a way to do something here. Here we go. Okay, 8th grader. What do we... That's your hat tonight. And we're on the side. Okay. Hi.
Hi. I have a goat on my head.
So at PAX, I am trying to recruit my friends to go who are watching this.
They should go.
They really should go.
Yes.
One of them's running 5E right now.
Maybe he wants to run 5E at PAX.
Or he wants to run DCC at PAX.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you're going with this bit. I would go to my head. All right, put the gun away.
No, I'm going to be roaming around with my friends if they decide to come.
Okay.
And they better come.
For 3 days.
2 days.
2 days. That's right. I'll be there for 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you're super nice. Yes, John is lame.
That's mean.
And he better come.
There's a lot to do there, a lot to see there, but definitely...
Now let's talk about all the stuff
let's discuss food.
To eat there. You can eat hoagies and Wawa coffee.
All right, so the big benefit of PAX Unplugged compared to Gen Con is you have this giant food market right next to the convention center called the Reading Terminal Market. And if you enjoy all kinds of unique food, the Reading Terminal Market's the place to go. You can get everything from in the morning, get a bacon donut, a bacon maple donut. You can do that at the Amish Donuts place. You could also get your cheesesteaks there. Nick's has the roast pork with broccoli rabe that was on Man vs. Food. They also have vegetarian options, Indian food, Chinese food, sushi, giant pretzels, sausage, hot dogs, ice cream,
everything,
cookies, coffee.
After
really,
4 o'clock,
for lunch, you need to go in there.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know, you don't usually make food's not why you're there. If you're in Philadelphia, you need to go to the Reading Terminal Market.
Let's start with after that.
Let's see here. Wait,
if it is healed, then you should go.
Keith's saying if that's Canadian, then I'm sorry, the maple bacon donut. It's not a Canadian bacon. It's like American bacon, like the crispy kind. I'm not going to eat it either. So
I hate bacon.
Yeah, I don't eat bacon. But when I did eat bacon, it was a pretty good donut. In fact, the last week before I stopped eating meat, I ate at the Reading Terminal Market. At that point, after that, didn't eat it anymore because that was the pinnacle of my meat.
Oh my goodness! There's all these different comments. They're having like
a lot of comments. I know it's good. There's a good dialogue in there. This is good. All right. Besides Reading Terminal Market, if it's late, I will say that PAX gets a little dicey on food after like 5 o'clock because the market closes down and you're stuck with restaurants and there can be a wait. There's kind of limited restaurants down there. Last year we ate at the
Hard Rock
Cafe twice in a row. I would suggest that you use Open Table to try to get your reservation. It was helpful for us because we looked at the Hard Rock Cafe, 45-minute wait. We went Open Table, and you got a table in 15 minutes and sat right down. So that's a good way to do it. There's also multiple Wawas around. Wawa is the local convenience store / sandwich shop here in the Philly area. And if you have never been to a Wawa, you've got to hit Wawa. You got to have a Wawa. At least once. Get some Wawa coffee. Don't buy any food in the convention center.
Mm-mm.
It's expensive, and it's not worth it. At least go outside and go to, like, Shake Shack or Panera.
Oh, Panda's Express there.
Is that inside the convention center?
No.
It's nearby.
It's in Chinatown. But it's like a block away.
It's not in Chinatown, is it?
It's right next to it.
Really?
Yeah, because we went to go to Panda Express.
Wait, time out. If you're in Philadelphia down, because you are near Chinatown, if you're there, please don't go to Panda Express. Please go to one of the actual Chinese restaurants and not Panda Express. There's so many good restaurants down there that are good options.
But Carrie wanted Panda Express, so we went to Panda Express.
I'm just saying, there's so many good restaurants down there that aren't Panda Express.
We were waiting for a Hard Rock reservation, but Carrie was going to like I don't know what she was going to, like an art thing. And so we went to Panda.
Panera. I love Panera.
We went to the Panda Express, and we were trying to get back to Hard Rock, and we got lost in Chinatown.
All right, Grace is saying Panera is amazing. Once they gave me an extra 2 baguettes. Well, there you go. That's just the reason to go to Panera. Oh my gosh! All right, so, but my favorite restaurant on that end of town, it's a few extra blocks away, but it's worth it, is a place called La Scala's. It's an Italian restaurant. It's a little bit closer to Independence Hall, but worth the 10-minute walk if you have a chance and you want to Uber down and Uber back, or walk down and walk back. Either way, but highly recommended. So that's I guess for right now, that's PAX Unplugged in a nutshell. Again, if you're going, please let us know if you want to connect, meet up, whatever. We would be happy to get some gaming in. I'll be doing demos of Savage Worlds for them at their I'm not sure if it's at their booth or in their open play area, but I'll be doing that on some of the times, not the whole time.
There's also a DCC booth, guys.
There is a DCC booth.
That's where I'll be.
That's where
if all my friends ditch me, I'll be working with Brett.
I'm sure you're working a little bit anyway. You worked the booth last year.
Yep.
We thought DCC wasn't going this year. We thought Goodman was skipping.
Yeah, and then I yelled at Brendan for not going, and then they started going.
We're going to wrap things up here. Last call for any questions for us. If there's any question about PAX Unplugged or anything else, I'm going to get there. Last call for questions comes with 4 Road Crew shout-outs. We can do Road Crew shout-outs where they write their questions down.
Okay, well, I guess I'm
Last call for questions. And now, Judge Evie is going to do a shout-out for the Road Crew from Will Keller.
Gracie, stop giving me koala jokes. I'm reading the shout-out. Okay.
Here we go.
Will Keller said, "Hey, quick note before your show. I will be running something, probably Sailors,
On a Starless City.
on Wednesday at 600
6 o'clock. 6 p.m.
Other Realms in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yes.
If you're on the island, come say hi and play. Even on vacation, doing the Dark Master's bidding."
So our friend Will Keller will be running Dungeon Crawl Classics at Other Realms in Honolulu this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Evie, what country is Hawaii in?
It is in America.
You sure? Which
Yes.
one, north or south?
North.
That's not a country.
Wait, that's a continent. Wait, it's a continent.
Look at that.
No, wait, no. The continent is North America, and in North America is the country United States. And Hawaii is one of the 50 states of America.
All right. So on that note, we're going to wrap things up here. You can find us on Twitter at I Live for Crits, Instagram Living for Crits, or search Living for Crits on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, or this Twitch stream, we'd really love for you to spread the word to some friends. Maybe share it, maybe like it on YouTube, or subscribe to it. Maybe share it with friends and say, this is why this is a cool thing to do on Sunday night. Or it's not. Don't ever watch it again, because Judge Evie doesn't know there's no Montreal in Brazil, and there's no, and Montreal is a Canadian city.
I didn't know that, okay?
In a French-speaking part of Canada, where you're taking French.
That was in Province. No, it is Montreal.
Yeah. It's in Quebec.
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 We just learned about that.
What are the people of Quebec called?
Quebecians.
I think it's Quebecois. Sorry, kid. You fail French. All right, we're back next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Until then, let's see how far we get with our outro ASMR. And since I cooked with it tonight, I'm going to go for a healthy dash of smoked paprika.
I don't know what to say.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Wait. I know what I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say? You gotta find it. Well, this is lame. So she has to figure out what she's gonna say right now because she doesn't know.
How about shaving Evie's hair? When did that come in?
I don't know. Is that your answer?
No.
That's one. That's two. That's three.
Evirinos.
Good night, Evirinos.